Oh, I have to go here. Oh my god. Sorry, getting together, getting ready here. Okay. Oh, getting ready here. Okay. Oh, getting ready here. Okay. Oh, getting ready here. Okay. Oh. Hi, everybody. Okay. So,
Okay, so okay, sorry to hear, Jess. I saw the message. I just, it's very tough this time, and many people, are dealing with not just corona but different issues. Okay, oh, just 1 second. I need to get my. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to get something. Okay. Okay. So, so I'm sorry to hear, Jess. Okay. Um, okay. So we'll focus, towards the when I get started, we'll focus on sending energy. Okay. To to not just Jess, but the issue, issue with people affected by other things. And I also want to say, I think it was L posted something on Patreon. This is not okay. You don't have to be whatever. It's not about necessarily Catholic, but there was she posted some sort of prayer, like not some like a prayer for COVID. So there's a lot of text. Okay, so but I liked it because it frames all, it brings up a lot of things. Okay, so just I have to find it. Okay. Okay, so this is it. Okay, now I think, guys, it is very difficult. It's great that we have a community. Okay, of course, right? But at the same time, it's a very difficult situation. Okay, I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, should I want to help as much as no, it's okay, as much as we can. But I feel like sometimes it's difficult because I have to follow also everything that's going on, and as you know, part of I think what makes this enjoyable is also that it's you know there's like this uplifting element. Okay, you know what I mean? It's it's like tough. It's tough to juggle, as you know. Sometimes I struggle myself sometimes too. So I want to help everybody, but sometimes it's difficult. You know what I mean? So but we'll do that. Okay, but and I'll just say, I don't know, and how to say that. I want Okay, how do I say this? Jess had reached out to me, and she said and think it's okay, right? Jess, if I say this, because you had asked me something, and it was like something like, can you, if I know if he's going to be okay or not, he's going to pass. And I feel like that, guys, that's a lot of responsibility. Okay. I don't even want to look at that question, especially you know what I mean? You always want to believe that everything's going to be okay. And I don't know, I don't know. I would never, that's too much responsibility. Okay. Personally, we always want to pray for the best outcome for everything to be okay. You know what I mean? Honestly, because I think, you know what I mean, guys, honestly, sometimes it's difficult. You know what I mean? I just think that no matter what happens to the person, we always want to pray for that they live as long as possible, they survive, that they fight. You know what I mean? That's our role. I think, really, guys, here in this life that we're in. You know what I mean? I would hate to think like, even if you knew, or sometimes with me, when I have like personal readings or whatever, you could, but still you want to give, you know what I mean? You want to sometimes it depends a lot on the context, but stuff like this, the person, let's say, just had an accident. I don't even want to look into something like this. Okay, I just want us to, send him strength, and okay, and everything else is up to God. You know what I mean? What we can do is to focus on the good. You know what I mean? On the focus on, right. That's what I think. Okay, so just want to say, to clarify, okay, because we want to, I wouldn't even want to put that in my mind. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're like, oh, something, I don't know. We just want to focus on the person healing. Okay. That's right, right. I think, I don't know, right? No, I don't know. But that's what I feel like. Okay. I hope I'm not offending, but you know what I mean? Like, I think we want to really focus on the healing of everyone. Okay. Strength. We talked about it yesterday, not yesterday, on Monday. It's, okay. So that's that. And okay. And yeah, so it's, like I said, guys, it's very difficult. Okay, also Terry, her son also had something, was in an accident. It's crazy, you know what I mean? I feel like, guys, this time is crazy. Okay, it's crazy how much, every, don't you think is it us, but I feel like it's happening a lot, don't you think, guys? Honestly, have you noticed this in your lives? Okay. And you know what I mean, so it just is interesting. Okay. you know exactly, we don't always know. And guys, even if I do, even it's like, I don't know what to say, like, it's very tough, you know what I mean? Like I said, I would never want to, but it would be different if, for, let's say, a person has, like, has had cancer, like, for a long, you know what I mean, like stuff like that. I just would never, I would hate to be like, oh, don't worry, like, I mean, I can't even think about it, guys, seriously. Like, so we want to give the best, send the best, and I think if we send the light to them, it's always up to God. You know what I mean? Like, I think, but we can give strength, if you know what I mean. We can help them heal. You know, we don't have, obviously, the ultimate power, and that's not that we would ever even want to. Yeah. Well, no, it's not. Just no, it's legit. No, I'm talking about the group. Okay, several people. I say, it's not just that the people with COVID, but there was also people who got sick for, like I was saying, Terry, just also. Send it, prayers to, also, to her son, also got into I think, accident. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It's like, what are the odds? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It seems like there's more. You know what I think, guys? Just acceleration. You know what I mean? I feel like there's an acceleration, whatever's going on. I feel like I don't remember it. Not that I, maybe not. You guys don't tell me everything. Obviously, not that you should necessarily, but it seems like, in context. Okay, so so it seemed, so okay, it's intense, right? Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's this intensity. And I think, it's not like, it's like these things that are very serious, like, like I said, it's like an accident is very serious, or something like that, right, John? It's like, she notices it's not like, it's not in our minds, it's legit. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's this element of anxiety, indeed, but however, the reality is that it's happening in the reality of people in their lives. Okay, right? And like I was saying, it's not, for example, a person, for example, let's say, like I said, you had a very serious disease for a long time, and something like that, where, like I was saying, I could see, or not, then you in a context where you might want, the family might want to ask something about. But it's just this stuff, guys, that happens, sudden events, like stuff with Jess and then Terry, and you know what I mean. So it's unexpected, sudden, intense. Okay, so I don't remember it being, you know you know what I mean? Like, don't you think it's kind of like, what are the odds? Like I said, I just feel it. I feel it. You know what I mean? So, okay. So we'll look into it. Okay. I'm interested also to find out, how do we help, and how do we, what is this that's happening? You know what I mean? There's like, I don't want to be a fatalist, like, yes, I'm not like, but like that there's but if, don't you feel like it feels like this thing so quick, these things that is like, how could anybody have known? You know what I mean? These things that could happen from one day to the next with Jess and also Terry. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of crazy, like, seriously. And it's not even them, it's people close to them, which tells you, you know what I mean? Like, so, okay. So okay. So that's, we'll look into it. Okay, as soon as I start, we'll do that. And so I just wanted to say, a few more things, comment a little bit about the news and what we're going to talk about today. So I just wanted to say quickly before, I get into the other news, I actually added to the list, and it saved, didn't send the resend it. But so a couple of you had mentioned a couple, which asked me about some videos, which both turned out to be propaganda videos. And I said before, guys, I don't really look into, like, if someone said such and such and such a video, I am not going to look at the video. I am not going to watch it. I'm going to look up the video online, and I'm going to see what it refers to, and what else comes up when I look up the video. And that's how you pretty much find out, okay, whether it's legitimate or not. And I said before that what happens with propaganda is that it spreads on purpose. Professional people are paid to spread this, especially on Facebook. Okay, so they start adding, people that you don't know on Facebook, or they start sharing and sharing. And so if someone asks me to look into it, I am going to help it spread by legitimizing it. Whether, if the moment I look into it, I'm going to increase the SEO, I'm going to add the information to the searches and so forth. That's why, you know what I mean? So like I said, the way to find out if it's legitimate is not to necessarily ask me, is to look up, what else comes up when you look up this video. And so I looked at, just to tell you, so just to tell you what came up, it was like, first of all, be careful about Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci is a conspiracist, or it was something like that. And I was like, because I happen to know his role even in the AIDS crisis, he was around, he was, he's a really legitimate person. Okay, he's been in the government for a long time. He is a professional. So I'm not going to watch it, because I know, and you have to think about, guys, why, look at the context. Trump is pushing, he wants us to not believe science, and he wants us to disbelieve in science. That's why you see that he is moving to dismantle the whole thing of the COVID group. I'm talking about the government meetings about this. So you have to, like, think about it in context. And guys, I just feel like right now we're living at a time of so much, it's like this big reveal, quote unquote, like all this stuff. Even, like, I read, guys, not that I thought highly of him before, but that guy, what's his name, Michael Moore, now he's apparently, I don't know if it's a movie that he's pushing or something about against science or against vaccine. It was just like, it becomes very obvious, okay, that these are the people. This is the guy who was, like, really pushing Bernie and super left, but it turns out all those things are converging. In other words, you have to really look at where things come from and what they are associated with to understand, okay. So I urge you to do that, because we're living at a time of great illusion, okay, and people take advantage, okay. So yeah, so anyway, but I'm not, like I said, I already know. Okay, this is the thing, when it's kind of like, it's bullshit, okay, I think, okay. Like, for me, I'm not gonna watch a video or even give time to a video that says that Dr. Fauci is a conspiracist, horrible person. You know what I mean? Like, and all of, there was an article on the BBC, guys. This is the thing. The other thing that came out. So I looked it up. It says here, coronavirus, far right spreads COVID-19, quote unquote, infodemic on Facebook. So it explains, okay, look at this. Led this study. You're starting to do this research because we are interested to look at the intersection of extremism and disinformation. So, okay, so there are 38 far right groups and long story. So you can look up, okay, the information, and you can figure out for yourself, you know what I mean? Because, and just so just if you look at, this is not the point necessarily to explain how propaganda is structured, but what propaganda does very well is that they start with something that is legitimate, and they use something legitimate in order to twist, like, the under, so you could say all these people have died, or like there's an element of truth to it, and then they twist everything around it. It's a professional, and it takes, you know what I mean? So just so you know, be aware of this stuff. And, it's the same people that they are against vaccines, that are against science, they keep pushing the hydroxy, whatever that is, it's, so it's important that I have, it's not my favorite topic. Okay. This stuff, because it goes into, sometimes I talk about, what is it called? Moderation. I have to do some moderation sometimes. I have to sometimes delete things. It's not something I like doing, because it's just not fun necessarily, but it's part of it. Okay, you know what I mean? It's part of it. It's just it's the times that we live, in, and the only thing, guys, you have to remember, what would cure this COVID situation is science. Okay, at the end of the day, would depend on science. And think about the think about how sick it is that there's people who want us not to believe science, therefore putting the health of so many, and at risk. It's crazy. And so, you know, wow, guys, Donna, that's crazy. She said, I used to call our local police for confirmation about stories going around in the area. They always confirmed it was false story and thanked me for checking. So, there's no way, guys, some things you can't, this necessarily, these videos are not necessarily local, but like I said, you really want to, you want to do that. Okay. You want to like do what you can about it. But I just think this is a very dangerous time where this is the thing, if you want to think of anything if you want to believe anything, okay, you know what? Do you know that it's just this is, guys, I'm gonna delete this, Joanne, because I don't want to give it. Okay, I'm gonna delete it. Okay, so let me tell you something here interesting. There was a documentary called what is it called? It was a documentary about this AIDS hospital in the 80s, okay, in San Francisco. And there was one woman who was actually a surgeon. She was a surgeon in the hospital, and she was responsible for actually spreading a lot of disinformation about AIDS. She hated AIDS and AIDS patients. And she was like, so you know what, you can still be a scientist or have a science degree and spread this information. Having a degree in, whatever, a PhD in something does not make you, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people who have PhDs who spread this information. Okay, like Ben Carson, exactly. So I would just really, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to legitimize this person. She's like, you have to watch this documentary, this AIDS. The woman was one of the first surgeons in this, you know what I mean? Okay, so this woman, I'm gonna talk about this woman, she was one of the first orthopedic surgeons in this hospital in San Francisco. And she was anti-gay people. She hated AIDS patients. She was like that. She was one of those like right-wing people, okay? And therefore, look at her. She was a legit, probably really even a good surgeon, okay? So one, science, guys, and look at, can we talk about something else also? Look at the Nazism, the history of Nazism and science. It's connected, okay? There's a lot of people, a lot of doctors involved with the Nazis, okay? That didn't mean that they were good, just because they were aware of it, they were educated with, right, eugenics and everything. So the development, even the historiography of science, it's a complicated. If you look at the history of science, how the right, how the ideas about science are presented, it's not always okay, truthful. This is a fact. So exactly, guys. Interesting. Look, Dr. Fauci, this is amazing. Dr. Fauci wrote a textbook in the 80s, and my brother, an MD, still refers to it. His work is still the most relevant that exists in the allopathic medicine world. Think about it, guys. I am not, like I said, I don't care who this one is. You just have to look it up. The BBC said something, okay? So it's like, I'm not, you really, this is the thing, guys. I know, like I said, this is not the most fun topic. I need to move on to the actual other topics, but it's just something to think about, our role in spreading this information and who wins. If I were to spend time, I'm not going to spend time watching this because I'm not going to, you know, I'm more familiar with this, okay? Exactly. I've had everyone, their friends sending me this freaking video, just bombarded today. Doesn't that tell you anything? It's coordinated, guys, really. It's a huge operation, just like and look, we're close to the election. It's happening again. It's the propaganda situation. And the other thing, guys, just so you know, the person who handles newsfeed in Facebook used to work for Fox or something. Okay, or it was like she's a right wing. Okay, let me even find it. Okay, okay. Yeah, look, Facebook hires ex-GOP senator to advise an anti-conservative. It's like I mean, you really, guys, if you're on Facebook, I'm really rarely on Facebook. I hate Facebook, okay? It's like, it's really, you the first thing if there's an article written by something you don't know, if it comes from Facebook, assume that it's fake. And then, you can't start with a, it's really, guys, it's really, really, it's really not, we're not in a place where we can be trusting any random things. Okay, so anyway, so you just really like avoid finding your information on Facebook. Like I said, I hope you read Washington Post. It's the best newspaper. Okay, I think the New York Times also has an excellent section on coronavirus. That's what you need to read. Okay, because those people, they're not there for you when you get sick. Okay, can I tell you just one thing, guys? Agree, right? It's like, right, Washington Post, exactly, Glenn. So I just think you have to, at times like this, read the Washington Post, and then you become more more informed about what's going on. Okay, you cannot trust these random videos, especially from Facebook. Facebook is a far right company. Okay, guys, seriously, it's a right wing company. Okay, it is. So they probably prioritize this content that is fake. So anyway, I don't want to be, like I said, hitting on this keyboard too much, but it's part of their lives that I think we're living in an era of information warfare. That's the name of this, is information warfare, and it's targeting people who have a propensity towards believing certain things. Okay, I don't want to get into the algorithm is organized. Okay, but but um but then so this is the thing, at times like this, it's almost like, well, these are weapons. This is not, information can be used as a weapon. And what is the purpose of it? You should always, oh, you push, yeah, but still, against it, guys. But like I said, as you know, the moment you get into it, you start, you give it credence. Okay, so you can't, this is the thing, you don't want to spread it, because whether you are for it, against it, that how the SEO works is that it will account as being for it, because people are talking about it, right? So okay, so anyway, so that's the thing, we just hate to talk about it a little bit. Okay, okay, so that's a story. Okay, so okay, yeah, but I'm just gonna, oh my god, I just need to, I'm sorry, Joanna, this is not personal, I just need to this is so damaging that I'm gonna delete comments, because I don't want to legitimize this in any way. But I move on. Okay, okay, so that's why. And I move on here to the, and I love you, Joanna. It's not, I trust you and everything, but just sometimes I have to delete things because it's not okay, it's not legitimate. Okay, so guys, talk, oh my god, there's so much to talk about. Sorry, we didn't need to move on, but let me ask for protection. Oh my god, okay, I like to ask for protection before I let it go into my head. As I breathe in, I fill my lungs. As I breathe out, I create a circle. I create a circle. Step into it. I feel protected. I feel connected. I like to ask that information come only from the higher sources. That it creates good, huh? I'm leading the good for the good people, the good for the good people. Okay, so all right, so now let's go with Jess and everyone. Okay, so let's now I'm gonna do 3 minutes of silence. Okay, so for everyone suffering connected to coronavirus, and also Jess and her nephew. Okay, and also Terry and her son who had an accident. Okay, to give them strength. Okay, bubble of light, everybody. So this bubble of light may envelop everyone who is in need, to give comfort, strength, and health to all of those in need and their families who may be suffering as a result. Okay, and also everyone, guys, it's a difficult time. All of us, right? So all of us is difficult. It's a difficult time. Okay. I don't know if you can hear the birds. Oh, interesting. So many birds is crazy. Maybe they want to have information. Have information. I have it. Huh? Yeah. Beep beep beep. There's so many birds. It's, right, it's late, guys. 7:30 p.m. There's all these birds. I'm like, what if they are sitting there, right there? Uh, Hi. What's up, baby? Okay, let's see. Do they have something to say to us here? Hmm? We're talking to each other. But it's not you. No, what about you? No. Yeah, it is. It is right. Did you hear it? It's so loud, right? It must be loud because you can hear it, right? Wow. Mhm. I think they're talking. I don't know, guys. This is crazy. They're talking about the rain. The rain's coming. Rain coming? Huh? Rain coming? Huh? It's not over. It's coming again. Huh? I don't know. Seriously, let's actually see the forecast. I think because it was raining today. Okay, so let's see. They're kind of telling me like 2.5 hours gonna rain again. Is it true? Is it true? I don't know. Yes. What? What? It's true. It's true. Here it says that 40% of chances. 8 o'clock. What is it? It's kind of interesting information I find. No, it's real. It's birds. Can you believe it? No, it's actually like actual birds. New York, middle of New York City. So they're talking about the rain. They're telling each other it's gonna be rain 2.5 hours. I think they're talking about where they're gonna sleep. Make sure you're protected or whatever because the rain is not over. It's true. It's true. It's true. So isn't that strange? It's so funny. Okay, so I don't know. They're like, no, it's not even like they don't even know us. Like, you know what I mean? Guys, okay, this is totally off topic, but just interesting in light of all the things we talked about. What do they know? Okay, interesting, Rebecca. Right? They know something happening. Something happening, right? They are so loud. It's strange. You know what I feel like they're saying. I think that the Earth thing is changing. You know what I'm talking about? The Earth, like, they it's not that they are confused. You're not confused, but it's like the thing is. So okay, just a quick question. Do they know humans? Do they? I mean, obviously they don't have a brain like us, but how do they perceive our movement? Do they see it? No. It's like look at a mountain or something, magnetic field. That's right, magnetic field. So they're more alert. There's something about them. Oh, you know what, guys? Gonna tell you something else then also about the birds. I think they're happy we're not around as much. Honestly, they're like, it's so quiet lately. It's so quiet. Have you noticed? Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's so quiet. Suddenly it's like peaceful now. Have you noticed? Yeah, it's so interesting. Yeah, you don't hear that. You know what is the humming sound? Cars, whatever that is less. Yeah, I notice. So, it's fascinating, right? Fascinating for my house. Fascinating for my house. So, okay, right? So interesting. Okay, so guys, okay, so I need to dye my hair, but it's like, okay, my God, am I? Okay, one sec. Hold on. I'm like already paranoid about my. I had to dye my hair, but I feel weird. Okay, I need to dye my hair. One sec, weird. I don't want to be looking like it makes me like nervous or whatever. Okay. So anyway, so interesting, guys. So this is nice. It's nice that but they're fine. They're like they're fine. But it's interesting. Interesting. Okay. Now I have to tell you a few things. Okay, that I came up as we're doing prayers, because see how guys, this is crazy, guys. This live stream talks about so many different subjects. Okay. So, but anyway, so as I was talking about it, guys, one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about the birds is because I picked up on this energy. Everybody is like this. Everybody, The anxiety I picked up, not just the anxiety, but the nervousness, all of this. There's a lot going on. And maybe it was about also connected to the video, but it said that in general for people, okay, for us to look inside. They're saying also I got this image of eyes, our eyes, it's like that our senses are overwhelmed, okay? And that it's like they use the senses to get our attention, okay? So they're using the senses to get us, like, so they were like looking, when in reality the best thing to do right now is to breathe. It's saying breathe and ask yourself. It's saying, even when you read something, ask yourself, how do I react to this? Does it come from a place of, not just love, but does it gel with me? Does it gel with what I'm, because it's saying, it's like the overthinking and like, oh, this thing, like and guys, can I tell, even today, this is interesting. As you know, I do have ADD, but there's some apps, sometimes you change computers and you don't transfer the apps, but there's some apps that can cut down the internet, or like they block you from going to certain websites. And Twitter, for example, I blocked so that I limit my only when I certain times of the day, because it's so like, and as you know, I have a hard time sleeping. I stay up way too late, and then because I'm constantly checking, I'm like, it's still like the axis of the world is almost like the center of the world is changing. Everything is shifting very rapidly, and it's almost like, imagine if you were in a ship and there's turbulent waters. Like, you don't want to be like, oh look, the waters, like, you don't want to focus on the turbulence. You want to focus on the center, okay? So so this is interesting, okay? It's so interesting, actually, to focus on the center, almost to sense intuitively sense the shift inside, as opposed, because you know what I mean, as the shift is happening, the best way to handle everything that's happening is to look inwards, to kind of breathe, okay, do breathing exercises, saying also, because that way you allow your intuition, because guys, as you know, in the world of senses, intuition, even for us, it's not prioritized. So the best way to deal with this is not even watching or reading anything. It's really intuitively letting the change, understanding the change from this perspective. And then you can open your eyes, you can read this or that. But the way that, our society, guys, this is so true. Okay. We watch stuff, we read and we watch the internet. And when we do that, partially, it's a good thing sometimes because we'll connect to each other this way. But on the bad thing about it is that it's too much stimulation. And the more stimulation we have, the less we listen to ourselves. Really, like, not even us. Think about it. It affects us. Imagine the rest of people who are not like us. No, think about it, how serious it is. If people, you know what I mean, if people in the group are affected by it, imagine other people that don't even have this mindset. Think about it. It's very serious. So you know what I mean. So because we read the news and it makes you and everybody makes you concerned and sad and upset, and and really worried what the hell's going to happen. But then none of this is saying reading more news doesn't help, and getting more information, more stimulation does not help. It's that it's so, guys, you know what it is, it seems, what I get here is that it's so violent, as almost like violent, the amount of information we get, the amount of stimulation, that the best thing to do is to turn off. I know it's hard, but you have to turn off or dramatically limit the amount of time you spend on receiving information, and spend more time on putting information out, or like either through prayers or like creating. Like I said, guys, this is like, don't you think this is pretty serious in the intensity that I think the birds are talking, everybody. Guys, it's like I said, 7:30 p.m. The birds are here. It's kind of crazy. It seems late. It's not dark yet, but it's almost dark. But don't you think it's kind of crazy? So even for me, guys, actually, this to me is a solution to problems I had myself, which is that I have these projects and I'm not finishing them. I'm disorganized, and I'm like, you know what? Too much stimulation, girl. Too much. I can't, even, you know what I mean? So, so, so even like, guys, watching movies might be better, you know, doing things that is not about the last thing on the TV, on the news, on the thing, what else is next, and the COVID, this, the COVID, that, is like just keeping to a minimum, because I think our systems are overwhelmed, and I think that's why so many of us are having a hard time sleeping, or sleeping less, or sleeping. You know what I mean? It's affecting sleep. It's affecting us in so many ways. So you know, it's interesting. Okay, so Interesting. Glenn is saying, but the a large amount of stimulation used to be the normal. Yes, yes, true, true, Glenn. But I think at the same time, we didn't have COVID. Like we didn't have the truly worrisome situation, right? Because if like, okay, let's imagine if everything was the same, or we didn't have all these people dying and like, you know what I mean? All this stuff. I think when we have this situation that is real, then all of our brains are already on. Like we are on about this, right? No matter what, like we are paying attention in a way or another. And then it adds to this. It's almost like it puts too much weight on it. Don't you think? I don't know if you've had, if you, for example, you, Glenn, have you had trouble sleeping? I don't know. But like a lot of people I've talked to, they have had, or, or see, I've read about it, you know what I mean? So it's just that the thing of like, oh my God, what are we going to, and not just that, the financial implications. You do. You may have times, I don't know what you mean, but I do. But you do, yes or no, you have a, yeah, right, exactly. Me too. Even later, even like, so, so I think, guys, it's just this sense of like this everything getting faster. This is what I'm sensing. The faster, faster, faster. And the way is not, because we almost like we can't keep up. Our bodies are like this. Wait, what? Like this, like this. Wait, what? And it's like so much that we can't process. I really do think that, guys, we can't process, and we need to close our eyes like this, spending time closing our eyes, not listening, not, you know what I mean? Even though this channel is part of it, like, it's hard to, right? So I feel like that, guys, to me, that's what I was saying. Like, I think I realized, okay, sometimes I feel like, do I abuse? I don't abuse the medication. I don't, but I feel like somebody like me, especially, I have to be careful because I feel like I lack some level degree of stimulation. This stuff is like, it turns my mind, like, you know what I mean? So it's one more thing, but it's just okay. Just interesting, guys. Okay, did I go off? Interesting, Audrey. I thought it was the only one. Yeah, right. No, guys, this week, because it's Friday, we have celebrations, right? But I'm like, wait, this week I've been such a mess. Like, not emotionally, but a mess, like truly a mess. And it's like, because the other day I slept like 2 hours. You see, and it's like when you barely sleep, you just can't get anything done. And then you go on Twitter, and then I was creating memes on Twitter. I was making memes. So I was like, oh, because I got upset about the whole story. So I started making memes. Okay. So like, you know so so then I was like, okay, there's making memes, going not harassing people, but you know what I mean, like, answering with my memes to people or whatever. So 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 it's like that is not productive. Like, hello, it's not productive. I was like, no, I did my war, I did my soldier thing, but I was like, no, it's not productive. It's like too much. Okay. So so I was like, I have to finish the things that I enjoy doing. Like, so that's why. Anyway, I think this is like the bottom line of this. Okay, I talked too much, got off track again. So, so then, like, guys, to be honest, I used to be much more productive. Okay, I think, and now, but I think it's all this stuff happening. You want to know what's going on. You want to, so so anyway, just to say this, I'm sending energy, but part of it is that we are having to go inside. It's like the universe is telling us to go inside. It's like, close your eyes, turn it off. Too much, too much, too much. You know, too much. And I noticed, for example, guys, even for me, I listen to audiobooks, right? I feel like in a way, audiobooks are not even enough for me. I need so much stimulation that it's the screen addiction too. It's like I have to be looking at something, and it's like it's bad. It means that I'm overstimulated. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm talking too much. Okay, as usual, I'm getting a little bit off track. So I just wanted to talk. I do think these two conversations we had about propaganda and this, it seems like, right, that it's all these things that are truly happening. Okay. And Francis saying exactly TCM, like old movies, like stuff like this is good. Okay. So what else was gonna say about this? So this is the story, guys. Okay, about the stuff that was going on and the simulation. Okay. There was something else I wanted to just say before we go. And that's that. Okay. Is the time. The positive thing is that we have to go inside to find. It's the place to find our power, and to, we're going to readjust the world when we take. I think we do live in a culture, guys, where all of us are, because they have pacified us with all of this information. and we have to start creating it too, like not creating more information, but looking at inside for the way that information resonates with us, and you know what I mean. So it's part of it is this transition, and we are being also called to this transition. And what do we do in this transition is to create this peace, and to listen to the world, you know what I mean, and to create a peace, a level of peace also, because I feel like the external world, guys, is almost like geared towards making us feel more and more and more anxious. Okay, so okay, sorry, did I, oh my god, and now I feel bad because I talked too much. Okay, and there's so much, see, and there's so much to process, guys, at the same time, you know what I mean. That is what is hard, but I think, I'm glad we talked about it. I think it was necessary to talk about it. Okay. Okay. So okay. Okay. So you know what, guys, I have talked about it before. But you know what? Tomorrow, let's do this. I want to do a half an hour, not today, but maybe do it once a week, starting once a week. Okay. Tomorrow, half an hour. I'm gonna post the link later. It's gonna be like no comment. I'm not even gonna allow comments necessarily. Okay. Let's try this. And it's just gonna be silent. Okay. Even maybe I'll try to have some little talk a little bit at the beginning. It's just gonna be to send energy to people. Okay. All of us together, sending energy to people. You know, so, and like I said, maybe I won't, like I said, I won't even allow comments, and it's not even going to be my image. It's not going to be a video. It's going to be audio. Okay. So you can look, you don't have to, you can just listen or not or whatever, but it's just going to be a place for us to like project energy to people, to ourselves, to everything. Okay. Okay. So just something else tomorrow, maybe around the same time, since we're used to this time. Okay. Just being together without talk, without information. Okay. It's just projecting the light onto everyone. Okay. Okay. So, because I think we need it, time of so much instability. Okay. Okay. So now going to conversations, guys. Okay. So, oh my God, so much. Okay. So talking about the energy of health, starting here with the conversations, guys, let's send energy to RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Did you see, guys, when I saw the update, I forgot which show it was. Rachel. She's like, upcoming news, Rachel Bader Ginsburg. And I was like, no, no, please don't tell me. No, I can't. No, not now. Not now. Not now. I was like, please, please, no, she can't go. She cannot go. And because sometimes they say that the person's name, and I was like, no, 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 no. Okay, so let's right now we're gonna send energy for her. Okay, a little bit. Okay, okay. So okay, sending her energy. I still get this image, guys. It's kind of funny. I see she's so protected, and I don't understand. Like, if she's so protected, why is she's a little? Her body is kind of okay. She's quite old. Okay, she's she's not exactly a teenage athlete. Let's put it this way. But I see she's so protected. Okay, so protected. And I see she's like a chair. She was almost like a dentist, some sort of chair, like a hospital chair. She's like, and I see her kicking. She's like, I'm gonna kick the motherfucker out. you know, she guys, I believe she is not gonna go until that bitch is out of here. She knows, and she's holding on, guys. She's like, bitch, I'm staying. I am staying. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm staying, guys. One of the songs that I was my favorite. Maybe this is my favorite song that I ever, improv song. It was a song about her, and I still remember. It's like, I'm not dead, bitches. I only broke a couple of ribs. I'm not dead, bitches. I only broke a couple of ribs. Because there was a time when she broke her ribs. You remember this? I'm not dead, bitches. I only broke a couple of ribs. I'm gonna kick that I felt. I'm gonna be here till the end. I'm not dead, bitches. I only broke a couple of ribs. Okay. So yeah, but when guys, honestly, before I heard the full story, imagine like you're watching the news and then Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I was like, no, 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 don't tell me. Don't tell me. And can I tell you guys, then immediately, this is what I was telling you about propaganda. This is why I have like the timing it. There's a certain person, she like is this Brie woman, and I'm familiar with her. She was like immediately started attacking Ruth Bader Ginsburg. the far left people that are turning out to be far right. She's like, oh, but Ruth Bader Ginsburg is horrible. She's never had an African. She only had one African American clerk, this and that. And you realize when you realize that there's a lot of people attacking her now, and then she said something like, oh, she was too greedy. She should have left the seat a long time ago. So you know what I mean? It's kind of like it's obvious they're going after her because they want her seat. They're like, oh, if only, guys, seriously, seriously. I worry that honestly people could be sabotaging her shit. You know what I mean? Just so she, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, but I think she's protected. Nobody's gonna get to her. Okay, but I wouldn't put it past these people. You know what I mean? This is like they're so greedy for another seat of the Supreme Court that they, So, but I'm not worried. Okay, I'm not worried. Oh, can I tell you also, guys? This is also interesting information. So I see, and I see, probably could be still Biden president. I think that, okay, talking about people passing away. Okay, I don't want to say this, but it could be that she could pass away theoretically. But what I mean to say is that the next person after her is going to be a woman. Okay, the next. Oh, guys. Oh my God. 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 Okay, can I tell you goosebumps? Goosebumps times. Can I tell you who I see? I don't know if it's true. No, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. Don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. Sally Yates. I don't know, guys. Could Sally Yates go to the Supreme Court? I somehow it looks like reminds me of Sally Yates, the woman. I don't know. Could be, who knows? So it could be Sally Yates. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hmm. No, I get it about Letitia James. You guys said I hate Letitia James. I don't like her. No, 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 no. I love Letitia James, but she's like, no, Rosie, I'm staying in New York. There's a lot that we're working on. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. No, Sally Yates, right? Sally Yates is the woman. Okay, so look her up. Sally Yates. Okay, because I think Pretty Pearl is in Canada, right? So she may not know. Okay, Sally Yates. Okay, so no, but I think, guys, just for her seat, there's gonna be more. But I'm just saying, okay, okay, so exactly, she was the one. She was the acting head of the DOJ. I don't know, guys. Anyway, it's gonna be a woman. It's gonna be a progressive woman who's gonna take her seat. Okay, when she goes, that's all I'm saying. And it's gonna be celebrating, and the woman's gonna be crying. Oh my God, it's amazing, stuff like that. So it's gonna be good. Could be someone else. Who knows? But I'm just saying, I got her image, and I do not think of Sally Yates very much at all. It's not like she would be on my mind for any reason. Okay. So So anyway, so it's interesting, interesting. So anyway, I think we're okay with her with that, guys. Okay. I'm even though I think it doesn't hurt to send her, strength. I still feel like that, and guys, she's aware that people want. And honestly, can I tell you what I see also? I see Kavanaugh. He's so fake. He's like, he says that he loves her. He's like, oh, I love Ruth. She's so interesting. And then they're having tea or something, before, obviously before all this. He's like, so have you given some thought about, how's he's saying stuff. He says to her stuff like, but Ruth, don't you love being home? Isn't it nice, right? To be home sometimes? Like he tries to give her hints that it's time to leave. She gets the hints. He's like trying to say, oh, is that is that the time, maybe we can organize your retirement party sometimes. I know a great caterer. Okay. So, like what a freak. Like he's so evil. But he acts like he's a nice guy. And she sees through him. Okay. So she knows, and that's why I feel like, can I tell you also, I feel like she knows and she feels more energized because of that. She feels energized by the attacks. Okay, she likes it, like not likes it, but she's like, oh, in other words, you're telling me to stay longer. She doesn't say it like that, but that's how she knows. She knows what the trash. I know trash. I know him. I know him. I know him. I know trash. Okay. She's like, Rosie. She's telling me, I know these old cats. Like she grew, guys. She knows how, she grew up with these types of people. Okay, like she knows from back in the day, those types of characters. Okay, so she's like, she's not intimidated. Interesting. Okay, okay. So now, important, important, important. Okay, so that's was good, guys. This is good. Okay, so now I have to move on because too many questions. Okay. Oh my god, guys. I know. I feel like I apologize too much. Why do I constantly apologize? I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No, but really, because I went off, off track. But it's good, guys. You know what? Because if it's too much like the news, it's not the point, right? It should not be. It should be kind of, talk about the situation today and also, right, other things. Okay. So, okay. So, my God, there's so much. It never ends. Jesus. Okay. So, please, God, give me the strength to go fast. Okay. So now, okay, just and let me just see if I can be quick. I'll be quick on this, okay? So quick, the guys, so much news. I have a lot of questions here. So, okay, coronavirus, starting there, okay? So Trump plays Live and Let Die as he visits. So in other words, not him, obviously, like somebody in his team put this song like it was right. So, I could see, guys, I could totally see Stephen Miller laughing. Ha ha ha, let's put this song on. Ha ha ha. But really, Live and Let Die. In other words, live and let die. I'm gonna let die. Let's celebrate things. So, okay. So I mean, there's no comments, right? No comments. Okay, no comments. What? Okay, what's gonna happen to this? Okay, is there a like? Okay, just quickly. Okay, so just quickly. Okay, what? Okay, so Trump is doing that. Why? Okay, tell us something because the question is pretty obvious. Like, okay, so he's speaking to his base. He's like, yeah, because I see, guys, can I tell? I see this image of the devil, like almost like a cartoon image of the devil. The devil's laughing. Yeah, let's go trash. Let's go. I bought your soul long time ago for cheap. I bought it cheap. Yeah, let's go trash. So that's it. It is what we think it is. The whole thing, guys. This is the thing that they say. If a person shows you who they are, believe them. Yeah, that's the moment. So so it's saying it's like this is for Trump, this is an encouragement for the quote unquote, terrorists slash quote unquote protesters to keep going because if people die, so what? Let them die. Who cares? That's how they think, okay? Whatever. If they're sick, who cares? Hmm. Hmm. Really, like that we know that is, guys, sometimes I need to ask a question even though I know the answer, right? Even though you see it, what we know what it means, right? But it's like sometimes it's almost like you need like a confirmation of some sort that because it's so, right, think about, I don't know what to say. Sometimes it's tough, but that's what it is, like, yeah, it's the devil's game, man. Okay, so how do people, let's say, who hold over him perceive that? They're like, no. It's not, guys. It's a bad, okay? Unless you're like evil like them, like, oh great, people are dying. Like, okay, do you know anybody who's like, I'm so glad people are dying. I'm so glad. I'm so glad people are dying. Okay, guys, I'm gonna ask a question that is controversial, okay, because it's come up just with this. Obviously, the like a lot now it's affecting poor people, people of color also, okay, clearly. And guys, as I said before, like I used to read more about, especially people like Peter Thiel. They have this, like, I used to read about this more, and they're Darwinists, okay, in that sense. They're like, oh, whatever, let the weak die. That's nature, Lions eat people if you're like stand close to them, So that's how they are now. Now, okay, this is my question, is there some sort of, people say, is there a plan, like, clearly, guys, I think they're okay, can I tell, I know it sounds crazy to say, but I want to look into this, and God, please protect me. But I feel like it's not that they have a plan to get rid of like people of color, but it seems that they're happy about it, okay, right? Okay, let's truthfully, okay. And also think about the people who work in those meat plants. A lot of them are immigrants too, people of color, immigrants of color, okay. So just interested in finding out, okay, what's the situation here, what's the download of it, okay. The weak, exactly, guys, because it's the voters, that people that vote for Democrats. So, but what's going on here? Okay. I pray for me, guys, because I sometimes I need strength. Sorry, like sometimes it's like you see things that is so it's very upsetting. Okay, and I just sometimes need strength. You know what I mean? To like to have hope. That we're gonna overcome this. Okay, because can I tell you what I see? This is so I'm like I could never have imagined something like this. Okay, and I don't know even, but can I tell you? It's almost like they're tracking the deaths per district, per voting district. Okay, so there. I'm not saying, okay, guys. I have to look in. I don't know if you want to look into this more, but it's so awful. It's like they are tracking. Oh, let's see how many people die in this district, so that we have less. We can win. That we can win in this. Oh my god, so awful. I'm sorry. Like I don't know. It's just like it's okay. It's sometimes it's like, are we ever gonna move beyond this? It's so awful. You know what I mean? Like, how could this be? I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. You know what? It's okay because it's very upsetting. Okay, it's just so upsetting. How could that? How could they? How could people think like that? You know, how could people be like this? Okay. Okay, and somebody voted me down. Oh my God, look at this. I got a downvote now. Well, after going through this, okay. So I don't know. I want to pray for whoever this is a person because it's not right. Okay, so okay. So I just feel like guys. So anyway, sorry to okay. It's like sometimes it's intense, okay, because I cannot believe how low you think they're gonna go lower. They could go lower, and it's this, okay. So, can I tell you guys, this is the thing. I have to look into this. Okay. Now I feel better. Okay. I'm sorry because it was a shock. It was a shock when I saw it like this. They're looking, can I tell you, they're keeping the tabs. They are keeping the tabs of the districts and the people dying in the districts. Okay. So you know what it is? Okay, guys, they may be telling us that they are not controlling the number of COVID deaths, but they know the number of deaths. Okay, so this is true. Even though they may not know what they died from, they're just checking the numbers of deaths. Okay, so you know how they say, let's keep it open, let's reopen. I do think there's an element of this that if they keep these cities open where there's a larger Latino African American people, then they could change the voting. Okay, I'm sorry, like, okay, you know what I mean? Let me just ask, okay? Let me ask here, guys, okay? The split okay. So tell us. Okay. Yeah, I think it's true, guys. I think it's true. Okay. I think because they're like this. Can I tell you who looked at me now? John McCain, and he's like his head is like this. He may even have known that they are guys Republicans. This is not because of this what I saw now, but as you know, they are very aware of numbers. They are like crazy numbers, people. Okay, they are crazy numbers. So they may be telling us they don't know. They always know stuff about voters and those things. Okay, so you know so you know what I'm saying? So I think they okay. So in other words, guys, let me just say it again, okay? Say it again just to make sure and ask this question. Now I feel bad. Thank you so much. Because can I tell you, guys, this was hard. Did you see I'm sorry, and I feel I'm sorry again, but I'm embarrassed, like almost embarrassed that I got so emotional because I never expected, okay. I just was, but it was upsetting to see. Can you imagine this level? Look how low it's like those people have power and they're literally genocide. Okay, I'm sorry, that's what it is. Okay, like that's it, wanting to counting the number. Like think about it, what do you do? I count the deaths. It's crazy. Like they count the deaths, it doesn't matter what they die from. Okay, so is this true? Okay, I'm sorry, let me just ask this question. Are they truly keeping the cities open? Because I understand there's some sort of like financial argument. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to reopen. But is this some sort of, is it on purpose that they want people to come back to work so they could get sick? Is this true? Okay, like I need to know, guys. I'm sorry. What is going on here with it? Is it because I saw them looking at the data per county, not county of, like I said, the official county, but the voter county. Okay, so that's what I was saying, guys. Okay, okay, so okay, let me just do this. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, AMC. Just a good question. So okay, so Okay, so what's going on with this? Is true? The voting, is it? Tell me about the voting. Is this true? That they're like waiting. There's a timing here to see if more people are gonna. Okay, what the hell? I thought it was election, but I'm starting to see, guys. I'm starting to see that there's something here. Okay, they're trying to see it as a positive because they're gonna shrink the numbers of voters. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Sorry, guys. Now I'm like, you saw me crying, but it was just like a spontaneous thing. Okay. It was like I was just very upset. I just see this. It's so upsetting. How could this be? You know what I mean? I don't understand. Like, is this we're human? This is the thing. We have to look at the dark side. This is what I realized. Like before, this was hidden. Now we see it. We see it for what it is. Okay, so tell me about the intentions here. What's going on here with this? Is this true? Okay, there I hear now words culling of the herd. It's the from there it's like, oh, it's the culling of the herd. It's like, yes, we need to keep the stores open. So what if people get sick? So in other words, they knew the risks, and it's about mostly about economy, but it's also they're also tracking per voting district. Okay, okay. Okay, so I'm getting this. Okay, so I think, okay, now, okay, I was just like, the reaction was crazy. Okay, okay, so basically what it shows is that, okay, they are aware that they could lose the election. Okay, that is the core of it here. Okay, so here we have the message, a negative message, and then it's a card of somebody moving away. But when it's upside down, usually it means like they could move away, they could have to leave. And what is interesting here is that they have, this card, when you first learn it, they always explain it. This card is like, you have built something, but you're going to have to leave it behind. You're leaving behind something. So like this, it would probably suggest something like you're forced to leave behind something you have built, right? Like you're pushed to leave behind something. Now here's money, which is interesting. So they're thinking, as since makes a lot of sense actually. They're about, oh, but the only way, and guys, I have to tell you more about. Okay, so the way they think about it is like the economy. So the economy is what we have to pump up the economy to make things look good so we can have better chance of winning. Then you have the card of a deal of some sort. Okay, and there's a message here. Okay, and then now the snake, usually something shady, is like a spy or something. So the deal has a problem. The deal is a problem for the people with money. So I think the deal, guys, here could also be their deal with each other. We're going to keep each other in power and do, because the whole presidency, as you know, is about giving power, keeping those people who have been in power forever even longer in power. Okay, so the, you know what I mean. So think about it. The deal is it also could be that this is like it's a threat to the money people. Look at this money card. Okay, so it's like, it's not for them. Their perspective is like, our deaths means a bad, like if we lose money, we're dead. Like we're nothing without money, right? So we have to pump up the economy. Okay, so then we have behind the scenes the White House. Now this is interesting because there's a disagreement. Okay, and the enemy, like there's a shady people. Okay, and then we have the fortune, in other words, financial things. the maid, okay, and then information showing. So in other words, I think this is more. I think I have to remember, is I'm getting this too. I asked a very specific question about the people of color dying and so forth. What I understand is that they don't mind it. It to them is actually a good thing because, think about it, in their mindset where they feel like they're close to losing an election. If we lose the people that are going to vote for the Democrats, it's a good thing because our chances are higher. It doesn't matter to them, okay? It doesn't matter to them, okay? So this is the thing. Now, what I understand then here, because I have to tell you this also, who I see. I had told you before, this is, you can look it up, it's online. It's the Kochs. The Kochs, the Heritage Foundation, they have been pushing this stuff of the reopening for a while now. And it seems that because they have such a power over Republican talking points and everything, that they are, they have been pushing the idea of the reopen, 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 reopen. So you see what I'm saying? So in other words, this is not just their money, but the money, because guys, if you think about it, the Republicans, they don't just at the end of the day, they are puppets for their donors. Okay. So their donors, okay, are pushing this because not because for them, the donors, like I said, the donors don't care about their health, they care about their money, because to them without money they're nothing, right? They die in their minds. Okay, so we have to keep the economy going, we have to keep the finances flowing. And then when people, they ask, think about the people dying, to them it's meaningless. People die all the time. It's true, guys. For example, if you have some sort of factory, people die, workers die. This is true, but you know what I mean? See, to them it's something abstract. The only concrete thing for them is money. Okay, like really, like, oh, I understand, again, I understand that they have to keep their businesses going, whatever, but this is why. And because of the extremist, in the extremist ideology, this is not, this is out there, guys, for us to see. Really, in the extremist ideology, people dying is a good thing because it's the strongest survive and stuff like that, right? So it's like, for them, it's like, how the hell are you going to stop the economy just because these poor people, like, poor people die? That's what it is. They always die. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So okay, so it's like disposable. Okay, I'm sorry to say, it's so gross to see it, but that's what it is. And like I was saying, now the answer, in other words, the answer to this, and I'm glad I went through this and looked at it all. Okay, what I understood finally, that the explanation is, they did not do it on purpose to get rid of people of color, but now the people of color are dying, they like it because it's not their base, and they're so anal about numbers that if they count down the numbers, they know. Okay, they know that. Okay, so okay, so this answers the question, right? So this is it. Okay, so okay. Wow, guys, this was crazy. Okay, so let me then ask the next question, which I think is connected. This was on somebody's Twitter that I thought was so true. It's very weird how there's been no collective mourning for all the dead, no television specials honoring them, almost no mention of them, nothing at all. I think it's so. Some of you, I think Rebecca said, no, it's true. That there have been, it's true. Every TV show, it's true. They always talk about it, but it's true. If you remember, guys, 9/11, there's more people that died here than the Vietnam War, 9/11, so forth. And the government would normally, why was it important then? Because the government made it a point to honor the people who died, right? There was no conflict at the time about it in the country. Everybody was like, oh, let's honor them. Like, it wasn't even, you hadn't even thought of it. It just wasn't something, it was constant. Okay, so like, so it's saying here, since they don't want it to be a thing, they don't want us to know how many people are dying, you know what I mean? Or how they want people to go back to work. Like I said, they don't want people to cry, because guys, grief takes time. Grief is not something, it's not constant. I mean, sorry, it's constant. It is not something that, like, oh yeah, like, like, go back to, doesn't make sense, especially collective grief. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if someone that passes away and then someone else passes away. It's very tough. And you can't say goodbye to them in person. You can't, it's very intense. And they want people to focus on work, not on people dying, really. Okay, they want to change the mindset of people to be, oh, look at the economy is doing great, the economy's, so okay, so so no collecting money allowed. Okay, so that's why, okay, so that's why I think you don't have, you know what I mean, guys, because AMC NPR is reading out the names and ages of disease every day, like a segment of remembrance. Even that small gesture is intense. Star Child in normalizing death, exactly. Not just like normalizing massive amounts of death. You know what I mean? Think about it. It is very scary to say it, but it is what it is. It's very tough, but that's, you know what, guys, when we were talking about the meat packing thing, and you guys, some of you said, oh, it's just they're starving, like, I'm sorry, their children could be starving, they need to work. But that's what I was saying. If you are in a situation where your colleagues are dying, literally dying left and right, and it's going to affect you. Okay, honestly, it's going to affect you. Like, how could it not? Okay. And even if you're put in a situation, like, it's kind of like a concentration camp situation slash some sort of slavery. Okay, not overt, but you know what I mean? Okay. And Livik, they aren't telling us the numbers at work, and we know there have been deaths. So because, guys, for example, right, this is the kind of thing that is very common, and this is like, I kind of want to also, I'm just trying to be empathetic also to the CEOs of companies like this. Okay. For example, let's say that you're living in a situation where the government is pretending like it's not happening. Okay. So then it's like, for example, what about, like, I know when you work in a big corporation, everybody gets the group emails, okay, or like this company wide emails. You could be honoring someone, or, and I remember, guys, companies back in 9/11, the ones that were in these towers, you knew the names of all of them, their careers and everything. Like, it was always talked about. And now we barely, like, we hear these stories are so awful, like the entire family and stuff like that. So what I'm saying is that the companies themselves, they don't have a protocol as to how to deal with this. But if the government was more actively trying to manage the situation, they would, there would be ways that, like, the vice, that's, for example, the first lady would reach, there'd be things that they could do that would be kind of like rituals, and that would collectively help people. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Okay. So it's interesting. Okay. So, oh my God, today's heavy, guys. I hope it's okay. I hope it's okay, because it's intense. Okay. Intense times. Intense times. Okay. So this is it. And so, okay, so when we move on, let's say that this kind of, oh, after a certain amount of time, do we have then monuments or something for the people, the families? Yes. But it's kind of like, it's almost like a battlefield. Imagine, guys, it's like a war. It really feels like to me here, like a war, but they're trying to hide the names of the people that are dying, or like they don't want to talk about it, basically. But we're going to eventually talk about it more. Yes. Okay. You know, this is good. Yeah. So, no, it's good, guys. Everybody, and it's true. Like, a lot of times you hear about this, but what I'm saying is, like, there's no database, there's no central thing, there's no, we're like, I think we're also being urged to not talk about it too much, to not, because the numbers are overwhelming and it's very fast. If you think about even the Vietnam War, it took several years for all these people to die. Now it's like a couple of months even. Okay, that's it. The same amount. That's a lot of people. It's a lot. Okay. And if you think about per family, like per family, if you separate, like, think about it, it's a lot. Okay. Okay. But not, guys, I don't obviously, this is, this already, right? Like, obviously Trump is not going to be the one who's like, oh, wow, let's do it. No, right? He will never, this administration is not going to honor, right? Obviously, pretty, we know that. Okay. So, okay. Okay. So next. Okay. So now, okay. Okay. So, guys, this is interesting. Now, moving on. Okay. So, I'm going to try to be quick here because this was intense. Okay, but moving on, there's interesting questions about this also. So now quickly, FBI seizes 4 pipe bombs from Colorado lockdown, quote unquote, protester. My question is, at which point are these people going to be recognized as political operatives and or terrorists in some cases? Like, we're not saying that every person who shows up at these protests are terrorists, but they are starting to act like it. Okay. So are these people ever is it ever going to be recognized as some sort of, like, kind of like it's like terrorist kind of thing, okay, or like militia, you know what I mean? Does it make sense? It seems like it's a coordinated thing. It's you know what I mean? I don't feel like these people are not acting alone. It's not spontaneous, okay? It is something coordinated, okay? So what is the deal on that? Okay, so no, I see that there's like a two layers here. There's the people that are like kind of like they can be manipulated into showing up, and there's several, it's like not that many, but people kind of infiltrate the groups and try to make people more divisive, more angry, so they could do things. Okay, so but I think they will eventually be caught, yes. But does it make sense? That's what I think for now. For now, yes, it's almost like the, you know what I mean, it's kind of like these militias have infiltrated these things, and they're acting like they're quote unquote protesters, but they're not. And there's a different categories. Okay, so eventually yes, but not now, right now. But it's not as many. They want us to sound like it's a lot more people, but it's not as many as we think. And okay, okay, okay. So next, okay. So now, guys, this is down to a question that I was like fascinated by in a way, which is Larry Ellison. Now, guys, Larry Ellison is one of the wealthiest people in technology. Okay, and he's the founder of Oracle, which is his database company that was, his. It's like a lot of companies use Oracle. A lot of enterprise companies, okay, a lot of like, they use Oracle databases. Okay, so therefore they are very wealthy because they have these long story. They have these contracts that are hard to break, and okay, long story. So Larry Ellison he's a very lifelong Republican. Okay, and now he's also a Trump supporter. Okay, which is not necessarily surprising. But I have to tell you also this, that I actually kind of like Larry Ellison. Putting apart like the fact that he's an asshole in many ways, his personality is he's very direct. He's very like, I don't know. There's something about him that is endearing, and he's also okay. He's friends with Steve Jobs, not that, but it's just like there's part of him was interesting. Okay, he was not completely like an idiot like a lot of these other people are. Okay, but then there he is. Okay, in other words, this may be important to understand because he's not dumb. Okay, he is not a dumb guy. Okay, at all. Okay, he's not dumb at all. Okay, if anything, I don't think their software is the best necessarily, but he's very successful. Okay, but anyway, the point is that Larry Ellison is so this is, guys, this was in the news before. I'm just telling you this. That there was a lot of news. I looked it up. Okay, after I had seen this on Twitter, they said okay that he was pushing. Hey, this I guys I have to always read the name because I forget it. Hydroxychloroquine. He was pushing hydroxychloroquine, okay, to Trump. And also he was telling Trump about how effective all of this was, and how, there's all these things that could have happened. Okay. Okay. And Donna's saying, oh my God, I had to deal with Oracle. They are a pain. Exactly. They're old fashioned. They're like Microsoft. Okay. Before Microsoft changed. Okay. Microsoft is better. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? It's anyway, Oracle is kind of like, but they have almost a monopoly, I think, in the enterprise database situation software. Okay. So complicated. Okay, long, right, guys, a long story to explain, but okay. So anyway, so Larry Ellison. So he was telling Trump about it, like, oh, hydroxychloroquine is so great, and there's another drug, we could. So the point is that he created a database, and the stuff I linked to. So they created a database, okay, um, to put the numbers. The idea was to create a database of all the people that were taking this, and so that they could kind of like automate it, whatever, I don't know what you call it. They wanted to create a database of the people who were taking these pills, so they could be almost like a clinical trial or whatever it is, however they explained it. But you have to remember, guys, right nowadays we have something. Technology companies sell data. Okay, they're specialized in data, and he's a Republican. I think all they wanted to know is whoever was taking it, who's sick, who's, you know what I mean. It's always like they want to like figure out what you're doing with your life. And also this is a way for him to get some sort of contract with the government. Okay, but I'm just like shocked because even though he's a Republican, I thought he was fairly intelligent. Larry Ellison, like, he's an intelligent person. What the hell is wrong with him getting involved with it? Because, guys, this is the other thing. This is, you even should know about this, about Larry Ellison. He's so rich. Okay, like super, one of, like I said, not just, he's very multi-billionaire person, so he's gonna get sued. This is the thing. If you're super rich, and it can be proven that you are behind this, you're gonna get sued for every penny you have. And I think it's for, you know what I mean? It's like, what the hell is wrong with Larry Ellison? I'm sorry, like, really, like, are you serious? Okay, so I want to know. Okay, oh, and this is the thing. Why am I talking about Larry Ellison? Because there was a whistleblower they should know about Dr. Rick Bright is the guy who resigned. He was involved in all of this, and he was saying that the reason why they didn't want to look at the truth, because this guy, Rick Bright, Dr. Rick Bright, he was against these treatments. He said, you can't prove this. Don't tell people to take this, because he was against it. He stood against it, and he was pushed aside because he was against these treatments. And he's a scientist. He knows what he's talking about, right? Larry Ellison is an intelligent guy, but he's not a scientist, and he clearly doesn't care about this. The point is not survival, it's the database or whatever. So you see what I'm saying, guys? So this is going to be a real problem for Larry Ellison and Oracle software, because think about it, not just like if it be okay. So in other words, this whistleblower came up. Clearly, there's information, there's emails, there's so forth about this. Okay, and so what happens if it becomes proven, and this is like we're almost at the election situation now. Eventually, not that far in the future, we're going to look into this in details, okay? And if it proven that Larry Ellison is the guy who started this whole thing for his stupid database, he's going to have to pay for it, which he should. But think about it, guys. I'm sorry, is this a rant? But I have to explain to you because it's crazy. I just can't. I'm like, wow, those people, guys, they're insane. Okay, so what the hell is up with Larry Ellison in this situation? Is this true that it was him pretty much? Or like, okay, because if it is, if you know anybody who's taking this, guys, if you know anybody who took this drug, sue, you know who to sue. Larry Ellison. Yeah. Go sue Larry Ellison. Class action lawsuit, Larry Ellison. You're going to get some money for sure. Several million at least, because it's like, oh my God. Okay. So, okay. So what the hell is up with Larry Ellison here? Okay. So, so guys, okay, it's kind of interesting actually from a business perspective. So, so okay, oh my God, this today is so all over the place. But just to give you a background about Oracle, okay, so Oracle competes. It's so interesting. Who I see the face of someone. His name is Eric Schmidt. So Eric Schmidt was the CEO of Google for a long time. He's extremely intelligent, okay, but also there's a slight element, there's some element of sleaze about him a little bit, but he's very intelligent anyway. If you listen to he looks horrible, but if you listen to him speak, he's very, very intelligent, okay. So anyway, I saw today there was the news on today that New York has some sort of commission about how to reopen the city or something like that, and that Cuomo put Eric Schmidt in this commission, okay. And he's Eric Schmidt, guys, he's a wonderful, like, he's a salesperson, okay. He's so intelligent. He's not just intelligent, but he can explain these things in a way that makes it attractive even when it's not necessarily attractive. So Eric Schmidt is in this commission, and he was talking about telehealth, okay. So in other words, Larry Ellison, okay, just put aside what happened today with Eric Schmidt, okay. Over time, this is a history of Oracle. It's like, oh my God, guys, today is good. So history of Oracle, the competition between Google and Oracle has been going on for a long time. Larry Ellison sued Google, I forgot when, pretty much not a long time ago. He was always so jealous of Google, because when they came up, he was saying that, oh, you stole our patents. There was like a patent lawsuit between Oracle and Google. So what I see, I have to tell you all this because what I saw was Larry Ellison looking at Eric Schmidt and looking at what Google is doing about this health stuff, and thinking they need to get ahead of the curve with the database situation, because it's going to be it's true. It's probably going to be some sort of huge business opportunity. Yes. So he knows he has access to Trump, and he's telling him all about this stuff because he wants a database. Like, it's not like he cares about health, or obviously he's not a science, like he's not a doctor or a science person, a different type of computer science maybe, but not this type of science. Okay. So this is it. It's all about the competition with Google And okay, so it makes sense actually, because it actually makes a lot of logical sense because of the history that he has with Google. He's always observing what Google is doing. He's behind the times a little bit, okay, and he's a little bit kind of crazy, okay. I think he's very old, like he has a lot of plastic surgery, and he has the other connection, guys. This is crazy. He's married to a Ukrainian woman, like a young, very young woman. So I feel like I think she's also telling him, "Oh, good look at Larry. Why don't you look at this here? I see a new drug. You should tell drug. Tell drug. Tell drug. There is drug. There is drug, Larry. There is drug. There is drug. There is solution. I was talking to my friend, and she was telling me, Larry, that you know." Okay, so like I'm not saying the woman is like a Russian spy or whatever you call it, but I think there's an element of this. He likes very young women, and like what I'm saying, like I'm not, there's an element of this. Larry, there is solution. I hear a friend to say solution. There is solution. Yes, there is. Okay, so okay, so this is it, guys. Okay, so in other words, it is about him acquiring another contract with the government, getting an in with this whole thing that they think is going to be huge. And I think also, guys, can I tell you, I think also, there's the VA. I understand here the VA. I One time I did a personal reading of someone whose job actually was this telehealth thing with the VA before coronavirus happened. So I feel like either they're talking about getting some sort of database for the VA for telehealth, or changing the database. And it's like they're friends, so they always want to help each other out. Okay, so oh my god, was it too much, guys? It's crazy. Interesting. No, oh my god, it's crazy. Oh my god. Now I want to know what's going to happen to him, because that was the question. Are people, guys? If somebody I knew had died of coronavirus, I would sue him. Like if it becomes known, is it going to happen to him that everybody's going to sue him for this, or what? Because this is the whole guys. This is the heart of the whistleblower complaint. Okay. Guys, okay, so it's very interesting. Okay, so I see many things. I see the first thing I see is Eric Schmidt having a beer and laughing. Bye, Larry. Have a good one. So Google wins in the end, okay, from their competition, because I think that was the core. Like I said, oh yeah, bye, Larry. See you later. So he's enjoying the downfall of Apple. Of, I'm sorry, not Apple, Oracle. Okay, that's one. Second thing is that I see the Congress hearings. There's all these hearings about what happened, and he's invited to talk. He's furious because it's so powerful. It's like, how dare these people invite me to do something like this? I'm like so much better than them. What a waste of my time. This is ridiculous. You know how they are. Like, okay, so but the thing with Larry Ellison, guys, he's not like Zuckerberg, who's like he can act like he cares like this. No, this guy, he's very direct. He's like, what the hell you think you are? Huh? I am the CEO of Oracle. I am the biggest guy. I am like this. He has a huge ego. So he talks like this. And but it's gonna get worse for him. It's gonna get worse for him. And then what I see is that the government, okay, as you know, I'm very pro-government, but the images here is that the government attacks him like an oracle, like a leech. They start, unraveling Oracle because the thing is, he claims that it's a business issue, okay, but there is something here where there's whole, guys, if he had made any money with government contracts, is going to be undone, okay. And I think he's going to be fighting lawsuits for a long time. I don't know, guys. It's saying that it was ultimately Trump's decision to go ahead with this, but he's going to suffer, okay. And I see a lot of attorney generals going into Oracle, okay, because of the stuff that happened with the Trump administration, okay. So I don't know that it's okay. I thought that he was going to lose all his money to people suing him, not necessarily, but he's going to lose. I think the Oracle is going to be in trouble because of this, okay. because if they had like I said, this mess is going to invalidate whatever gains he's had during the Trump administration. Okay, so that's what I think. Okay, and the other thing I thought is that it's possible he could try to escape the country. Okay, if it gets worse, where he has to show up in public, he hates it. He's, you know, the guy John McAfee. You know what I'm talking about? There was another tech person, but relatively minor compared to Larry Ellison, that's escaped because he was kind of crazy and had done. He killed somebody. Remember the story? This John McAfee person. You know, remember antivirus software? Like, it was the guy John McAfee. Yeah. So, so anyway, so that's the story. Okay, interesting. Okay, so there's going to be hearings, in other words, about this Chloe. You know what I mean? Okay, so this is it. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Now, Trump winding down the coronavirus task force. Okay. Trump winding down coronavirus task force. What's going on with this? Non-issue. It's not an issue. No, we're gonna move on. It's gonna move on. Oh yeah, we're gonna move on. Okay. So he wants it makes sense from his perspective why he's doing it, because he doesn't want to make it it's not a big deal. Forget about it. So, but what is gonna happen in the country as this goes on? What's gonna happen? Sinking. Ejected, sinking, ejected, sinking, ejected. He's sinking, eject him, sinking, eject him. So it's not going to go away. It's not going to go away. And I think they're going to the cover up efforts are going to continue. Okay. And how are they going to be? Okay, people are guys, this is crazy. Okay, oh my God, what the hell? You see, because the numbers, as you know, are not going down. They're going to pretend like nothing is happening. I think what they're going to try to do is to never even talk about it, to change the subject, and to try to reopen the economy. That's what I was telling you. Okay. So that's why. Okay. So, but people are going to want to, this is the other thing, guys. It shows, this is interesting. It shows that Democratic governors, and I see again Cuomo, he's gonna see the opportunity and he's gonna take it, because we have a leadership gap. People are going to be looking for information. So then the New York governors and maybe other governors are going to be holding conferences about it. Okay, so they're going to increase in popularity and power, and he's going to go down, because since he doesn't want to share information about coronavirus with people, then, like I said, people are going to go to the governors, and therefore his relevance is going to diminish. Even his followers, guys, seriously, okay? Because they feel like, even in the Republican states, people that are worried, even that voted for Trump, they will not be able to find information. Okay, so they're gonna have to. It's gonna increase the demand for he's gonna go down, guys. Okay, so that's the story. Okay. And I feel like, I don't know if, what's going to happen. Okay, quickly, guys. I just thought I saw Dr. Fauci working with Cuomo. I don't know, because he's from New York, Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn, right? So I wonder, he's in DC though, but what's going to happen here with the situation? Okay. Interesting. Let's see here, Cuomo. Let's say, guys, Cuomo. Let's say what's going on with Dr. Fauci, okay? Because this is what I feel like. He's gonna, hey, Dr. Fauci, come over here. Let's work together. Let's work together to find a solution to coronavirus. We need to talk about it a little more, okay? We need to talk about it a bit more. People are dying. People are dying. We gotta do something. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so what? Oh, he offered. He has offered. Oh yeah, hello. Hello, Dr. Fauci. It's me, Rose, psych investigator. Offer. I have offer for you. No. Okay, so yeah, I'm sure he'll take me very seriously. He'll be like, Rosie, I was waiting for your information. Yeah. Changes. There's changes. Changes. Dun, 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 dun. Changes. Okay. So there's crazy man here. Offer and changes. There are some changes. Okay. The man has a long time work in the government. Okay. He's changing. Oh yeah, look. I going. I receive offer. I am here to submit a resignation. I was very nice working with you. Nice working with you. But I gotta go. I gotta find something else. Okay. So it was nice to see you, Jeanette. Okay. So okay. So Okay, so this is it. I think he's gonna change to a different job. Okay, I feel like it's possible. Like I said, I was seeing here, it's actually possible that he could look trip. So I think it's possible, guys. Like I said, that he could. Oh, this is trips. It could be that he's still. I think he probably lives in Washington D.C., but that he travels. Okay, to with a message. Has a letter, so I think he messages. Now, what's interesting, coldness. I think this is not this is predictable, guys, in a way, right? Because this is coldness. I think he messages pro quo and the doctor upside down. So wrong message, as Trump pushes the wrong like ideas about what the truth is exposed. So you know what? The thing with the guys, the whistleblower. Okay, interesting. The stuff with the whistleblower. Oh my God, my connection is unstable. It says okay, unstable connection. Okay, so ooh, weird. Okay, okay, so entra, saia, vai, entra, saia. Okay. So okay. So anyway, so as this whistleblower situation comes on, I think he may come to New York to give the info. I think it's possible that he could have some sort of offer to come here to then hold his own conferences. Okay, it was to hold the conferences here. Okay, okay. So this is interesting, very interesting actually. Okay, so yes, it's possible that he could move to even temporarily, guys. Just like I said, I think he's still gonna give some sort of briefing. And I think there's a relation. Like I said, hey, look, this is the money that was exchanged, the wrong information. This is the wrong scientific information, right? And the truth is exposed. So I feel like it may be that he thinks that it's time to leave, given this is. I think this scandal is going to explode. The situation of the whistleblower, okay, and he's seen it, okay. Yeah. So let me ask directly: is he going to join this board? Okay. But in other words, but with SM, he has to leave. This is the thing. I think Trump will probably not let him do this while he's there. So he would have to leave the position that he has. And actually, guys, it makes sense because if Trump is writing down the group, then he has an opportunity. Okay, it's actually it's much smoother if it will make Trump look good because he'll say, oh look, he's just. It's like there's no spot for me, but I'm gonna. So let me just ask: is Dr. Fauci then moving to Cuomo's, whatever group board or something? Okay, soon. Hot informations. Hot informations. Son. He's like, I'm so. Was it Andrew? Andrew, I'm so glad you called. I was looking forward to your. I'm so glad we can have a conversation. We can tell the truth about what's going on. I'm sorry, my accent is off, but you see, he's had success. Soon, I'm leaving. So glad I said goodbye to Trash. I'm so happy to be here with you. Yeah, I'm so happy. Finally, New York. I'm from here. He's happy, guys. Actually, yeah, exactly. It's not but you know what I'm saying, guys. It's kind of a job, right? Oh, interesting. Maggie's saying he's a family friend of Cuomo's. Interesting, of the Cuomo's, maybe. Yeah, so it's even better. It's an advisory board, so it's not exactly, guys. And he has probably enough money for retirement. He's not doesn't have an expensive life, so he's actually happy, I think, to be coming. Oh, this is soon success, but then he's tied to something. Okay, he's worried. Okay, let's see here. Is it bad or something? Oh no, but he feels okay. There is some sort of thing he feels like he's tied. But another very good. These are the excellent cards, guys. Look, the star and the sun together. I protection. I have protection. Yeah. So he okay. It could also suggest that he feels tied down. It's true. Trump cripples him. Okay, he can't tell. He can't speak the truth about science. It's not a science friendly environment. Okay. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. I need to do the one information sometimes about the eye. I discover new things about eyeshadow, but anyway, so okay, so this is interesting. Okay, health. Oh look, health. This is a card of health. Okay, so health, knowledge. Oh yeah, health informations, health and knowledge. The book. I have book on that. He truly has books, as one of you said. Okay, the health knowledge. I have knowledge about health. I do. is recognized. Yeah. My health, I know for my health. No, he does, guys. Out of everybody, he has a lifetime of dealing with these epidemics and stuff like that. So, and I have knowledge. I make it public. He needs, and I think, guys, I sense here that he feels it's his duty in a way. It's his duty to tell the public about health. That's his job. That's why he went into work in the government in the 60s. I think he first started. It's because he's passionate about public health. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so interesting. Fine. Oh, look at them. Orange man, orange. Huh? No, but I have to tell you something about here. I tell you for my house. Oh, absent. Okay. So guys, no, but seriously, I think SM, he started working in the National Health Institute since in the 60s. You know what I mean? I think it's like he rose through the ranks. I think if I don't remember exactly, but he's been even earlier than the 80s. I think, right? He rose to the ranks. So okay, now this is interesting for Mejons. For Mejons. So this is a card of the. It could be Trump, but it's a card of the retired man. So it could also be there's a woman here and absent. So in other words, I feel like it could be. I don't know about this makes sense. Either that this could be someone wanting him to retire, or could be the Dr. Burke, whatever her name is. I don't, I'm not so into her, but absent. In other words, he has to be retired, or there's something here where like he has to be absent. Okay. Okay, but let's see more information. Melancholia, okay. Not expected. Sad news, okay. So in other words, guys, I think it could also suggest here that there is some, and this is actually predictable. It's been in the news how Trump, gets in. He doesn't like Fauci. He fights with him or doesn't take him seriously, something like that. Okay, so so he could be fired, or okay, something like that. He could be soon. This is an unexpected. So I don't know if okay, how do I say this? I don't know if Cuomo has already offered him the job or the thing or whatever, but I feel like he may feel sad about how he's being treated in the Trump administration, and he may be fired. Like the Trump does things to humiliate people. Even like we first started today, guys, talk about this video, the propaganda video. It's a yes, it's something else. It's something that is connected to Trump. Like he's already doing something to say bad things about Fauci. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's part of like this smear campaign against him to claim that he's not serious. Okay, now this is interesting, guys. I'm looking at the notes, like, okay, so like this is a good person like this, and I wrote the note in Italian, vuole fare male, so wants to do bad. So it's a person who wants to, so I think, like I said, it could be one of the people there could be Dr. Burke or whoever, or the other former woman. Somebody is saying bad things about, I think somebody is gossiping about Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci, if you're watching this, Dr. Fauci, watch your back. The woman, and it's like, oh, and I see him, guys. He's telling me something like he's sort of superstitious, even though he's a scientist. There's Italians have this too. Like he's the evil eye. I forgot there's a name for it in Italian for it even. It's like he knows there's the people, the evil eye people are like after him. You know what I mean? But he is like not. He's Catholic. He's Italian Catholic. So you know what I mean. So let's just say okay, Italian evil eye, because I feel like he's saying an expression. Okay. Okay. Malocchio. Malocchio. Maloc. Malocchio. Like the name, but with the street, the way people say Maloc. Okay. The Maloc. Italian American tales. Part superstition, part tradition, the belief in the evil eye. Okay, so he knows about it. His mother tells him about it. They used to tell him about it. Okay, Maloc. Right? Interesting, Malok. Right? So it's interesting. Like he believes that. He knows. He's like, he doesn't believe it, the woman. And I feel like oh guys, the other thing, there was a card of betrayal. That's right. I think the woman, that Dr. Burke, I think it could be her, okay? He worked with her for a long time. So he thought they were caught. Like he believed she would recognize that he's responsible for her career in a way or another, but that she stabs him in the back. At the end of the day, she sided with Trump. Okay? Oh, very nice, Doctor. But karma coming. I sent the package, karma. Like karma coming, karma coming. Okay, right? So truth. Okay, so Doctor, no, no, like really, it's effed up, guys, isn't it? It's effed up. It's effed up. Okay, I'm sorry, it is, right? Don't you think it's effed up? So okay, so it makes sense. Okay, so yeah, so then okay, so then now has okay, just quick question here. So has he offered this to has Cuomo already made the offer? Guys, I saw the cards. Maybe it said soon. So, but let's see. Has he made the offer already? Okay, I understand. I'm just telling you some things. They had conversations. They had talk. We talk on phone. We talk telephone. We talk telephone. Oh, cutting. Oh, ending. So you know what? You know what I think, guys? I think that this is manipulate. Like I think he's concerned that if he makes the move before he's the whole commission is like disbanded, that he's going to upset Trump. This is Cuomo, right? And that he's going to try to do something even worse to New York. So he has to. It's like he has to be careful about how it's approached or how it comes through. And then he announces, like after he leaves. You know what I mean? So that's what I think. Okay. Okay, so because you know what, it has to. So this is the thing. I think also Dr. Fauci is dealing with the truth about the what the what the whistleblower said. He knows it's true what the whistleblower said, and he knows that the moment he says something, he's going to be fired. So discovery of the money disgrace has to leave. So in other words, it's a combination, I think, of he's thinking, what the hell do I do now that the whistleblower is coming on? I can't lie about it. Okay. So he's thinking this is leaving. I don't think it's necessarily about Trump. I think it's about him. Okay. So, okay. Oh, the protector. That's right. Protector, legal. Okay. So I think that here in the midst of this, I think then he, I think maybe, okay, appear. Okay. So it appears, I think here, I think it's like, as you know, guys, there's a huge issue with Trump and going after Cuomo, because Cuomo, as you know, Trump is a very jealous person by nature, and especially of people who are being praised by something. So the more this is what's going to happen, guys, with this commission. Trump is going to be like, oh, I'm gonna, what do you call it? He's gonna say, oh, I'm getting rid of this. And then he sees that Cuomo keeps going, he becomes more popular, he brings in Dr. Fauci, and he gets even angrier. Okay. So that's what I think. But I think, guys, it's gonna be rough for Dr. Fauci for a little bit. Okay, the transition is gonna be difficult because it's gonna be smeared by the right wing people. Okay, honestly. So okay. Oh my God, this is interesting, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. I feel I why do I was apologetic. It's weird. Okay, it's not normal. Not normal. But anyway, let me continue here because I just wanted to see what I can cover. This was really interesting, guys. Actually, I had not looked into Dr. Fauci very much. Okay, right? So okay, so okay. So okay, so this is very interesting. Okay, but oh my God, guys, my throat. Okay, my throat a little dry, a little dry. So, but still, okay. So okay. So let's see here now. Oh my God. Okay, so my throat is dry, but I want to continue, guys. Okay, if you feel free to go, I'm going to continue. Okay, I'm going to continue, but because I want to address some questions, important questions here. Okay, okay. Now, quickly then. Okay, 2020 elections related. Now, there's a really interesting question here about an item that came out saying that Trump family they want to destroy Fox News. Good luck with that. Okay, and they want to build their own network. That I think Don Jr. and other investors bought this network called OAN. Okay, and they're now I don't understand, guys. To me, this seems like the dumbest idea. If I were Trump, I would do everything to be in the good side of Fox because they are the ones. Don't you think? But instead, he's publicly, I guess, going after Fox News. Have you noticed how he's been saying bad things about Fox News? I thought it was because of his own issues, but I think there's a business thing too. So, okay, so let's just quickly, don't you think what's going to happen with this story? Okay, because don't you think, guys, I think it's like, why would you attack the one group of people that always support you? It doesn't make any sense. Don't you think? I feel like after the election, maybe he could go do something like this. But now, are you serious? Don't you think, guys? I don't know. It seems like so stupid, okay, to do this now. So what's going to happen? I see Murdoch. Murdoch and a chess. He's playing chess, Murdoch, and he's very cold. He's not. You don't mess with that guy, okay? If you can't, you know what I mean. And he's like he's playing chess. I don't know anything about chess, guys, by the way, but he's moving something, and then he puts. I see him all the chess pieces down. He's like he thinks, and it's probably true, okay? He can take him down. Bitch, I put you up, I take you down. There's that expression. I built you up, I'll put you down or something. Okay, so he's noticing the polls. He's very numbers focused. Okay, but when it really goes down, then he starts really flipping on Trump. Like, guys, that guy, he okay. So I think it gives him the excuse to do this. Because before he was like, how do I like frame this? It's going to be tough if I do this. So now Trump gave him the ammunition. Okay, perfect ammunition to do this and to come. So, but I think it's going to be okay. So is Fox News going to abandon Trump? Okay, before the election, is Fox News going to be pro-Trump or against Trump? Judgment. Uh-oh. Okay, so is Fox News going to be disappointed? Oh, uh-oh, do what they want. Okay, everything they want. Okay, so just quickly. Okay, so opportunity, fight, the White House. Weird. Oh, oh, opportunity to fight. Yeah, I'm fighting you. Huh? Oh, judgment, opportunity. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, disappointment. I'm disappointed with you. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna destroy you, trash. Trash. I'm gonna bring a bigger dumpster. Put all of you in the dumpster. Yeah. Dumpster fire. The expression. I'm gonna do that to you, trash. So so interesting, no? Interesting. Surprise! Surprise! Everybody's surprised, no? Interesting. Oh, I wonder, guys. This, what it looks like? Jeddah mess with Murdoch. Because, I'm remembering. Do you remember around the time of the election, right after, there was all these articles saying that Jared Kushner was close to Murdoch and he was like a mentor to him or something. And now Jeddah thinks he's okay. I don't like Murdoch, but he's an intelligent person that you have to give to him. He's an intelligent person, at least. Okay, he said the ideas that he pushes are dumb, but he's a smart person. That's why he got to where he's okay. But Jeddah is genius. He genius. Another person guys, think about it. This guy Jared is almost like a joke. He thinks that he's smarter than anybody. Instead of like the realities that people are nice to him because they need something from him. Okay, so unstable. Okay, guys, feel free to go. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going on forever. Love. Okay. So yeah, I think it's possible they have a falling out because Jared also messed up. It's also he's the one, or it could be the son too, behind this thing. Okay, so yes, possible, and it will be surprising. I don't think it's something like I said. We expect it'll be like slowly, and then boom, it goes down. Okay. So I needed to know this is important. Okay. Now, guys, very important question here. Barr advised Trump administration against attempting to fully strike down Obamacare in the fall. Okay, so this is also very interesting because we know Barr is a horrible person. Okay, obviously, but guys, the wise Republicans are aware of this, that Trump is losing. They lost the House because they went after healthcare. They went after Obamacare. That's how they lost the House. So they're alerting him. And instead, the extremists are love that it's like, oh, great, no more healthcare for anybody. They could wait. If they were wise, they would wait. Let's make sure we win the election. Then we could do this. Okay. So this is the thing. So the question is, what's going to happen with Obamacare? Are they going to be able to? They want to destroy. They want to get rid of it before the election. What's going to happen? Oh, everybody's happy. So I see the families are happy. Well, we have celebrations. I don't wonder why, huh? The devil. Ooh, interesting. Let's see. Let's see. Block. Yeah, we block. We're happy we block the devil. Blocking the law, blocking something. Oh, guys, this isn't the Supreme Court. The whole thing, the story is that this is going before the Supreme Court. Okay, this is going before the Supreme Court, and the government can demand something. Okay, so I think the Supreme Court blocks it. Okay, that's my sense. The Supreme Court is likely to block this. Okay, hopeless. Okay, woman. Okay, unexpected. Okay, so. The White House, okay. Oh, prison. Oh, yeah. The local. So yeah. So I think, you know what, and I think it's going to be one of those things where we're not gonna know until the last minute. Okay, we're not gonna know. We're gonna still think that they're gonna be able to do it, but at the end of the day, they won't be able to do it. So okay. Oh my God. So is it gonna go through? Are they gonna be able to cut the Obamacare? To cut? No. They're gonna, if they do anything, it's like a minor carving, but I think that it's gonna be like, no, you can't do it. Was just gonna be something very small, very, very tiny if they can, but it's not gonna be significant at all. Yeah. So okay. So guys, okay, so next, okay. Now, quickly, guys, also Senate race. Democrat Carl Cunningham has opened 9-point lead against GOP Senator Tom Tillis in North Carolina. This is very significant, guys, because it's almost more important having the Senate, guys. It's almost more important than the president. It's not, as you know, but it almost is. It's almost par, because if we could get the Senate, that would be huge. So let me check. Okay, let me check. Are we gonna get the Senate? Okay, okay. Let me check here. Let me check this one. Carl Cunningham. What are the odds that the person is going to win? Moving on. Okay, moving on. No. Is she going to win? What's going on here with this election? Okay, so. So, guys, it's interesting here because it shows that, and again, this is like, I have a hard time believing it's going to happen right away, but I feel like there's illegal contributions, okay? You see, this is moving on because there's some financial issue here. And anchor, I think, is a person who's there now. So they're going to change the anchor, I guess, okay? And this is corruption. So corrupt money, long-term corruption, and guilt, okay? Okay, so is she going, but the question is it going to be able to do this behind the scenes? Gossip. Man upside down. Okay, the military. Wow. Money. Well, look, shit gets real. And okay, so in other words, it suggests that before this happens, there's some sort of financial discovery that was going to bring down people. Okay, guys, I've said this before, I've predicted this before. I don't know, I don't want to get excited about it. It seems very unlikely to happen given everything that's going on, because we don't have a government pretty much, so we can't totally. Okay, so but is she gonna win? Is that a she, guys? Is that as a man, right? Call it. Somehow I feel like it's a. So tell me the two of them together. Tom Tillis versus this guy. I see that it's like a scale. Okay, at first, the Tom Tillis person is going to throw in what it looks like, a fire, like try to create a lot of distractions, very dangerous kind of things in his way and the other way. But at the end of the day, the scale tips in the direction of the other guy. Okay, so it's going to be dirty, guys. This election, these local elections, especially the Senate, it's going to be crazy. So it's going to be a lot of dirty work. You know how guys, wasn't North Carolina the place where they arrested people? Do you remember? There was like it wasn't South Carolina, it was North Carolina, right? Do you remember that there was this thing where they were taking ballots, they were stealing ballots and signing names of people? Do you remember this? I think it's, so is Kyle going to be okay, even though, okay? Just quickly, okay, so. Ooh. Yeah, you see, guys, this is crazy because the White House goes down. People are trying to keep their power. There's manipulation. Victory goes down. Look, the death. I feel like it's kind of I mean, I don't know, guys. It's hard to say. Okay, I don't want to get too excited, but what it shows is that, you know, I don't know. I hope, but this is the person has to be stricken down somehow. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the person trying to hold on to what they have. The White House, in other words, they lose the White House, but there's a lot of manipulation. And if there's a victory, it's like it's over. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy to me, honestly. Okay, this whole thing. Yeah, so it's, I don't know, guys. This, we have to wait and see. It's like, honestly, what I see here is very dramatic. Okay, very dramatic, very dramatic. So I don't know, and I don't want to, guys. Let me ask a different question, because in the past I have seen, let's say, Stacey Abrams winning, but then they steal it afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, so somebody asked me this before, and it's actually a valid question to ask. Is okay, if they, if this person wins, are they going to be able to keep the seat? Because sometimes the Republicans intervene and they steal the election. Okay, I'm serious. Are they going to be able to actually start the job? Because, as you know, between winning and actually starting the job, they could try schemes, different schemes. Okay, let me just, okay, so what's, oh, victory, oh yeah, I going, are you coming to my inauguration? I have inauguration, look, I go inauguration, yeah, it's good, very good, I go, I have my own. Is he gonna go? Exactly. Wow. Oh yeah. So, guys, but see, this is like, this is a card of legal fights, or what do you call it, trolling or something. So it's possible that the Republicans could try to sue to stop, like, they're going to do everything, because they have unlimited funds. Truly, they have unlimited funds pretty much. Okay. Look, everybody's happy at the inauguration. Behind the scenes, they are trying the dirty game, dirty Roger Stone game. Okay. And okay, and they're okay, the money, okay, so, but the world is a card of accomplishment. It's also something international, but to me it's accomplishment. Like, he gets, even, I don't know, it's a good thing. Okay, a lot of people, gamblers, but upright is okay. There's cheating, like, look, it could be that it could, like the whole story of Biden, they could be like, put some woman that's going to say that he's done this and that. But okay, so upsetting, so so they're gonna try everything. Okay, to get the guy down, but I still think that he's gonna, so that's what I think, okay, about this. Interesting, no? Interesting. Okay, so, and it's saying, guys, I think they're gonna be in disarray, because they're gonna be shocked that they lost it. They lost the Senate, I think. So they're not gonna have the same focus. Like, imagine losing the president. Like, they really abuse power, guys. No matter what, the abuse of power overall. They've done so much shit while they were, Trump was the president, right? So not only are they gonna lose, they're gonna lose access to power, and they're gonna lose everything. They're not gonna know what to do with themselves. The pain. I feel pain, for me, very painful. I cannot abuse power. Really, like, so, okay. So, okay. So now the next question. Sorry, guys. Okay, I know it's just because I have to ask a question. Otherwise, there's so much going on. Okay, if you don't mind. Okay, okay. Feel free to go. I don't take it personally or anything at all. Like, but I just need to know. Okay, now, Turtle. This is interesting. Turtle investigated for sitting judge to retire so he could install inept crony in his place. So, a top federal judge has asked Chief Justice Roberts to assign a formal investigation into whether McConnell unethically pressured a sitting judge to retire so McConnell could install his protege Justin Walker in his place. Okay, so guys, like, seriously, and I know it's so funny. I see Kavanaugh's face, because it's exactly the situation of Kavanaugh, except in a sort of like a smaller scale, because it's not Supreme Court. But don't you think, oh, what? No, turtle. No, he would never do something like this. You know what I mean? See, think about it. It's the same thing that happened, guys. And I'm like, come on, that's the same thing that happened with the Supreme Court. He was for they got guys. Okay, just quick reminder. Justice Kennedy, he had already chosen his next clerk. There was no indication he was going to retire. Then suddenly he retires. Why? Okay, why? Huh? Oh, so and this guy, this Justin Walker, is one person who's famously inept. He's one of those who's never tried a case or something, and then he wants to be a judge. Okay, So it's one of those that is like awful. So let's find out. Okay, so what's going to happen here with this trash person? Okay, what's going to happen with this? This is very important. Okay, so is this going to happen? Okay. Uh-oh. Problemos for real. I have rope or really. This is guys. I always what is how entanglements. He's entangled. Oh yeah. What's going to happen to this? Yeah, entanglements because I have friends. I have friends. I entangled for friends. Here, exposure of theft. He stole the judge's seat. Okay, election. Oh yeah, election. Oh yeah, election. Lady, lady, lady. Sometimes it's that. Let's see more. Who's the lady? I wonder. I think it's a man. The federal judge. I don't know. Made an offer. Oh, guys, you know what? I wonder if there was a bribe involved or something like that. Okay. I wonder because this is an offer. Usually in this case, look at this exposing theft. On top of it is the offer. So he made an offer to somebody. Okay, I think is there fine guys. It's gonna tell us if there's money involved here. Transmission. Oh, they were caught on wire. Were they? Guys, it will be crazy. The wire. The law upside down. Trash. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God, look, it's so interesting. Look at this. It's the ass kisser, right? Oh yeah, he's the guy. He wants to put in the guy who kisses his ass. That's right. Exactly. Waiting. Wait a little bit. Sick. So, guys, you know what? I haven't read the article to be honest, but I wonder if the doctor, if I'm sorry, if the person was sick, if the judge could be like for example, he was having a cancer treatments or something, and then he was like, wait, but maybe let's wait until he gets sick. Okay, like it's like, oh, listening to him, let's wait until he gets sick so you can take his seat. So you know what I'm saying, so it's something along those lines. Let me see here, actually, let me click because maybe what I understand here is that there's more evidence. It's not just that. Okay, it's more than this. Okay, let me just check quickly, just look at it very quickly here. It's pretty long. Yeah, so my sense, guys, oh interesting, because it says here timing and circumstances of Judge Thomas Griffith retirement announcement in early March. So I don't know if it could be also that there's a coronavirus because it would be around the time of coronavirus. Okay, if it was an excuse of some sort. Okay, but I feel like he's waiting. Look at this, guys. The cards are very clear. The people look at how this is. I think I'm not crying now because I was crying earlier. But look at this. These are the ass kissers who go basically to the person's. I don't want to say deathbed, but they're imagine you're sick, you're vulnerable, and they come to you. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to say, if you're sick, we're waiting. I'm going to wait. They're literally in waiting for him to get really sick. Let's wait. He's gonna get really sick, and then we can take his seat. That's it. Okay. How awful. Okay. So okay. So this is it. Okay. So what's gonna happen? What's gonna now? Let me quickly. What's gonna happen to Justin Walker? Is he gonna get? Because guys, regardless. Okay, not regardless. If this is found to be true, this guy, if he had any sense of decency, he would withdraw, right? If you're a decent person, like imagine if you're a decent person and you were nominated to be a judge and you find out this stuff is how you got your job, you would be embarrassed and you would leave. You'd be like, no, I'm sorry. I'll wait for the next opportunity or whatever. Like you're not going to want to take the job, right? Because you don't want to be involved. You don't want to be associated with corruption, especially if it's the job is the judge. So what's going to happen to this guy, Justin Walker? Okay, so Okay, so I'm taking out the cards. So because yeah, I think I see. Oh, mm, interesting. So I look. Let me just look at the cards. So this is a balanced person. Like on the down low, okay. And the country. This is, to me, guys. This means a force. This to me, I see this as women, but also the country. Okay. Oh, you know what? Does he have? I think he has a relationship with someone in the Trump administration. In addition to this, I think he's married to somebody who works in the White House, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Anyway, so then we have here treachery. Okay. Then we have treachery. We have in public. Treachery becomes public about or connected to this man. Okay. Now the blonde guy could be very well be what's his name? Mitch McConnell. Okay. So the treacherous Mitch McConnell. Yeah, what? No. Now, important revelations. There are revelations about it. Revelations. Now, guys, this is what I want to know. What is interesting is there is a woman, the friend, female friend comes up a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna have to ask who this woman is. Okay, and then the success is turned upside down. So after the revelations come out, this stuff is upside down. Now we have the meeting. Okay, the meeting, the friend. Again, see, this is unusual. I think about this, and the deal. So okay, so this is what I want to know. Who is this woman? Okay, in this case, it is like a woman. Okay, hi Janie. Okay, so I want to know what is going on here. Is this a woman? Who is this woman? Is it what does this mean? Okay. Oh, guys, what's telling me? I don't know. This is crazy. There's a whistleblower. Like the judge is bringing it up because the judge thinks that there is some. There, they're saying there's a Democratic group that says this. Okay, right? So, in other words, I think lawyers in general, regardless of your political affiliation or whatever, you need some sort of facts. You can't just make up something. I'm looking at one named Tower. That goes to you too, Tower. You can't just make up some stuff and like make some fake documents and say that this happened or that happened. You need to prove somehow that this is true, right? So I think there is somebody who is a whistleblower here. There, in other words, the guy would not build. He would not, how do you say this? He will not bring it up out of nowhere. Like, you know what I mean? Just because it was weird. Like being weird is not a reason why this would be investigated, right? They have more information. So I think there's people involved in this who may know or may offered something about this. Okay. So is he going to become a judge? Is Justin Walker end up becoming a federal judge now? Let's say forget about in 10 years. He's 35 or something. So, but still, is he going to become a judge? Is he going to become a federal judge in the next 5 years or something? Oh no, falling apart for him. No, Justin. He deserves Justin. Oh no, no. Oh no. Look, everything falling apart, but we had a deal. It was going to happen. And then life was like, but it was just an illusion. That's what it was. Just the deal was an illusion. It wasn't real. You know you're not qualified, Justin. Okay? This is usually witness also. Yeah. Ooh, witness, foreign travel, somebody. Oh, interesting. Oh, fine. Oh, getting what he wants. Interesting. So, I mean, let's see. I mean, this is cards. This is cards. Okay. Oh, a protected upside. Guys, this is, oh, you know what could also be? This is another shady thing. He's connected to the Federalist Society, and the Federalist Society supposedly gets Russian money. So, okay, so this is a strategy. The strategist is supported by this shady money, and he's part of it. Okay, so it's contempt, not fun, not fun. Loses money. So yeah, so no. So I think it's possible that there's a huge delay. If he's not out together, not even confirmed, then all this stuff comes out. Okay, they're telling me it's gonna be like Kavanaugh, but worse. Okay, so I don't know, guys. It'll be nice, right? I hope. So, is he gonna get? He's like, Oh, you know what, guys? I also think this is interesting. A woman, this is also possible. You know how they have lists, right? There's a list of people that are supposed to be considered for something. And this woman, maybe she was a protege of the local judge. And this woman was expecting to herself be nominated. And she was close to the judge, maybe she was, like I said, protege or whatever. And when she wasn't nominated, it's like, bitch, sit your ass down. I'm going to go after you. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm a Bible thumping Christian. Oh yeah. Yeah. So, like, because she's like one of those conservative women, but she seems, halfway decent, I guess. She got mad. It's possible. Okay. So, okay. Okay. Oh my God, guys, this is too long. Okay. Too long now. Is it okay? I think there's more. Oh my God, there's never enough time, guys. Have you noticed this? There's no time. So now I don't want to do like 2 hours and a half. That would be too long. Okay. But I think this is good, guys. This was interesting. Okay, we're gonna end here because all the other ones are gonna be. It's too intense. The other questions. Okay, I would need more time to look at the other questions. Okay, okay. But I think I'm just because I'm so thirsty. Okay, I can't even talk anymore. Okay, so like I need to. I really do need to go, guys. Seriously. Okay, is it okay? So I'm gonna go. But I think um but I think we answered most of the questions. Okay. Okay, I still want to. I still love you, Jenny. Okay, so I still want to, I still want to look at stuff. Okay, still want to look at stuff. But not now. Okay, not now. I'm gonna go because it's too much. Okay, yeah. So okay, but we'll see each other on Friday. Okay, sorry about the distractions today. So many topics, so many different ways, so many things we looked at. Okay, so all right. So have a good one. Have a good evening, and we'll talk soon. We'll talk on Friday for sure. For celebration time was okay. Okay, love you guys. Be well. Okay. 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 Bye. Bye. Oh, how do I? Okay.